Hey guys, welcome to Darrell Intense. It is a camping night and I'm glad to be out. It's beautiful out here next to the farm pond. Got some buddies, said come on out here and take a look. I've got my friend Dan with me tonight. We're going to, I'll tell you what the deal is. I've got some old, some brisket that we had last night. My wife and I had last night, and I've got about half of it left. So tonight we're gonna make some nachos on the cast iron, and yeah, that's what's going on. Tonight I'm staying in the Ozark Trail one-man tent. You've seen that tent before. It's really become my go-to tent because it just goes up so easy. So yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight, and then we're gonna get started. We're gonna get the fire going and get started on supper. So I'm glad you're here. All right, we're getting ready to get started with dinner, but to do that, obviously, we need a fire, and to start the fire, I always like to have the right match. So we're going to fire up the charcoal, and then we're going to put the cast iron on top and cook some dinner. That's the plan. All right, so now while the charcoal is getting ready and burning down to white coals, Dan and I are going to start on our nachos, cast iron nachos with leftover brisket. That's the menu for tonight. Okay, well, Dan and I are doing some recording, and hopefully my battery's not going to die. Dan, you want to get the food stuff? Let's get the chips and the cheese. It should be in the can.
Oh, yeah.
Might be back behind there too. So what we're going to do here is we are going to cut up this brisket and just kind of chop it up. Look at that, man. It's almost a shame to chop that up. All right, we're going to set this aside. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put down some chips. No rhyme or reason. Just put some chips down. Layer some cheese. You want just the right amount of cheese, and I think that's just the right amount of cheese. And then we're going to take some brisket and just kind of sprinkle that around. Try and get some of that all over. There we go. Then we'll go back with some more chips. And then we need just the right amount of cheese, just the right amount of cheese. I think that's getting close to just the right amount of cheese. And then we want to put some brisket. Spread that out. A little bit over here, a little bit over there, some of that up there. And then I think we go ahead and I think we ought to try and fill in some of the other places with some chips. My bag's ripped. And then I like to put just the right amount of cheese. I hope this is on your diet for tonight, Dan.
It is now.
All right. And then we're going to drop off the rest of the brisket. And how's our fire coming?
It's ready.
All right. All right, I'm trying to decide if I want to put a lid on this and put some coals on top. Why not? All right, now let's go put this on the fire. Okay, we're gonna take, all we wanna do is just kind of melt the cheese and heat things up a little bit, so that lid ought to help with that. Just gonna let that sit on there for a little bit, heat up, and see what we come up with. All right, well, Dan and I are, we put some coals on top of there. Now we're gonna take that lid off there and see if we got any melting going on at all.
There you go.
Hello. It's moving in the right direction, Dano. Another couple minutes, we'll be ready to do some eating. All right, let's see what we got. Wow. We got a whole mess of good right there. All right, Dan, let's put this on that wheel well over there between us, and we're going to eat like kings. Well, we've got melted cheese. We've got brisket. We got chips. And in just about 30 seconds, we're going to have some sour cream on top of the whole thing. That's what we got. How about I just dip some sour cream on that whole thing?
Yeah, fine with me.
You good with that?
Yep. That's one of the good fats.
I say let's grab some of that and put it on a plate. And
I will.
happy Thanksgiving. There's a little bit of hot on there.
The plate, that bowl's hot, or the pan, I mean. It really, got real good and hot, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. It did. Well, we got the fire going in the fire pit, and just threw some logs down on the charcoal, and that's going. But I want to show you this, just a great setup down here. We're on a beautiful farm and a farm pond, and I'll tell you what, it's just gorgeous down here. I want to walk you down here and show you the lake. Not the lake, just a really nice old farm pond. There's a John boat. Just a nice old farm pond. Dan's been down here doing some fishing earlier. He said the small stuff was biting, but you can see it's just a nice size pond. It really is. Beautiful pond. Tree sticking up out of the water. Absolutely. Sheldon, come on down. I'm just showing my YouTube friends your farm and your farm pond. This is beautiful, man. Look at those clouds. Gorgeous night. It's a great night to be out camping. Mid 70s temperature wise, and yeah, just a beautiful farm pond. All right, Dan's doing the dishes tonight. It was his night to do the dishes. Can I give you another one since you're down there, Skinny?
Yep.
Now that's just like the way Mom used to do dishes. How about that? Perfect. All right, dishes are done. Now we can go play. Dan and I are just sitting here staring at the fire, throw another log on, mesmerized by those dancing flames. It's a beautiful night, about 67 degrees right now. And we hear the frogs and the crickets, and just a couple minutes ago the coyotes were singing their song. Beautiful night out by a farm pond in the middle of nowhere. Well, it has been a great night. We've been kicking back and enjoying the conversation and the sounds of just out in the middle of nowhere, watching the fire, checking out the pond, looking at the stars. Beautiful night. Hope you had a chance to get a good look. It's about 10:30 now. I'm going to call it a night, turn in, and I'll talk to you first thing in the morning. Well, happy Friday to you. It's going to be a great weekend. Beautiful morning. The sun's coming up. Birds are singing. A fresh new beginning. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate you being a part of my virtual family. If you like the video, click the thumbs up button. Love to get the thumbs up on the likes, and really love the comments down below. Any thoughts on farm pond camping? And as always, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the video channel, and of course, if you click the notification bell next to the subscribe button, you'll get a post and a notification, a push every time that I post a new video. Thanks for watching. God bless.